Hey y'all. Alright y'all. So this is gonna be my whisper voice, okay? Because I think this is too low. And I'm probably gonna get louder anyway as we talk. But I got some ice rings, okay? Some ice rings for us to today. And I want to thank everybody for coming to the last live. We had fun, good time. But this topic is going to come from the live because there was somebody that was having a situation. We're not going to say their name. And then there was someone that was giving some bomb advice. And they were like, you know what, Crispy, you should do this on Wednesday. You know, like this topic you should go on Wednesday about self-love. And you know what, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm not gonna hold y'all long like I usually do. We got our aims. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit a thumbnail real quick, y'all. Since y'all always wondering why we always showing ice to the cameras and stuff. I probably shouldn't use that finger, but hopefully if that thumbnail don't go through, then I'm gonna hold up another piece. I just realized. I'm sorry. Okay. But y'all, let's start off by saying, you know, you can't love anyone else or treat anybody else better or care for anybody else or do for anybody else if you're not doing for you. Remember that. Remember that. You have to love yourself, y'all. If you don't love nobody else, you gotta love yourself. Self-love is important because if you learn to love yourself the correct way, because some people think they love themselves and they really don't, because you wouldn't be doing certain things to yourself, putting yourself in certain situations and things like that. When you truly love yourself, you know, because you won't be afraid to tell anybody no. And that also goes with your worth. You won't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You won't allow others to sit there and speak badly about you. This is good, y'all. I feel like it's been a while since I had these. Have it? Well, they hitting. I'm just amazed they bomb, y'all. But you just won't allow certain things that you wouldn't put on yourself. Okay? Now, I'm not saying there's some situations that you ain't going to be in that you have to fight for your life, okay? That doesn't mean you put yourself there. Sometimes you can be doing everything right and everything goes wrong. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. But self-love is one of the number one things you need to have. And one thing to show self-love is taking care of yourself. Okay? That's even pulling yourself out of situations, friendships, relationships, situationships. That means even pulling yourself out of that because you love yourself more than that person's loving you. And you can tell when somebody doesn't stop doing the things they're doing. And then you can tell you're not loving yourself right when you allow people or somebody to do certain things to you, treat you certain ways, speak to you certain ways. One way of loving yourself, it doesn't even mean you got to go out there and buy you something big or spend a lot of money. It means getting up, brushing your hair. No, I didn't brush my hair today, y'all, but I don't mind my hair this way, so don't try to play me, okay? This is love to me. Love is me letting myself be free. That's part of my love, okay? But getting up, brushing your teeth, washing your face, cleaning yourself, giving yourself sleep, giving yourself time, giving yourself space. I laugh at things like this because it took me, I want to say, my early to mid 20s to really, truly understand that. I thought I truly loved myself because, I stood up for myself. I love myself, but I didn't completely love myself because I didn't even notice my own worth. You get what I'm saying? When you notice your own worth, you don't feel bad from walking away from anybody. You see how much knowing your worth will help you to love yourself because you are priceless. Everyone is priceless. So treat yourself as you are priceless. You should be treating yourself like that. And that doesn't mean, once again, that somebody got to take you somewhere expensive. They got to spend all this money on you. They got to do that. That doesn't mean you love yourself. Because the thing about it is, after somebody does all that, this is how you know you're fighting with loving yourself. Is even though you're getting all these different things, all these things are happening, you still, after everything's said and done, and you lay down in the bed, you still unhappy. Sometimes there could be deeper rooted stuff to that too. But one thing about it for sure, you gotta love yourself. Self-love is so important. Self-love gives you better understanding of things. And I'm not talking about, because you see somebody walking down the street and they just so cocky and act this way and act that way. Trust me, that don't mean they love their self. It's just they know how to pretend real good. There's a difference in loving yourself and pretending to love yourself. You treat people right. You treat people correctly. And treating people right does not mean that you're kissing anybody's butt either. Trust and believe me. Treating somebody right can also be telling them about themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. So serious. Nothing wrong with it. It's so nice and cool, y'all. It's so good. But also, to any young people that's watching this, even older people, because this happens, people think this only happens to younger people and kids and people in school. No. If somebody's bullying you, I'm telling you, don't allow nobody to bully you. Don't allow nobody to speak down on you. Because like I said in my live, most likely there's some relationship in their life that is not going right, that they are being put down and treated a certain way. And guess what? They're just returning that to you instead of giving it to the right person. People mess up with that a lot. But love yourself. Love yourself. Brush your hair. Moisturize yourself. Take care of yourself. Look in the mirror. Make sure you feel good about yourself. Okay? Love on you, because the thing about it is, another thing is, you cannot, when I keep talking about relationships and friendships and stuff, you cannot have a positive one and a good one if you are in a bad mind space. And you have to remember that. And being in a bad mind space, especially if it's over not loving yourself correctly, can really mess you up. Can bring people into your life that should not be in your life or shouldn't have been there that long. Loving yourself. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself one thing every day about what you like about yourself. One thing. I don't care. You can say it's your eyebrows. You can look in the mirror and you can say, it's my glasses. You can look in the mirror and say, it's my lips. You can look in the mirror and say, it's my smile, my eyes, the way I write, the way I think, the way I talk, the way I dress. Like, it can be anything. But start talking positive to yourself. Because when you start talking more positive to yourself, and somebody decides to speak negative to you, you are going to shut that down. Excuse me. You won't have no fear in telling somebody, please, or shut up, or hush, or whatever. But like I said, you don't love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you ain't going to let nobody come around you that's not going to love you like you love you. It's okay to compromise, but it ain't okay to compromise with things like that. You invite the negative in, and people can tell when you don't love yourself. It shows. It shows even on the most, how can I say it? The person that looks like they have the, I'm missing the word, y'all. I know y'all probably saying it for me. The biggest self-esteem, let's say that has the biggest self-esteem and thinks so big about themselves and talks so big about themselves. Trust and believe me, you can see self-love in them too, and see if they truly love themselves like that, or they just talking. Love yourself, y'all. Love yourself. Because self-love is going to be the one thing that's going to help you pick yourself up during your hardest times. Love yourself. I love you. Love y'all. All right. Talk to y'all later.